Welcome back to the second quarter of the BOBBY002 Show, along with my sidekick, Andrew.
Good morning.
And
how's your community coffee this morning?
Oh, look at it. It was good and hot. It's kind of cooling down. I mean, it's a hot item at the grocery store,
Right.
but it does have to be heated to make it hot.
That's right.
But you know what? I've learned that it's just as good cold.
Well, sure it is.
And that's how coffee is.
Some people put
drank.
it on ice with a little bit of cream and all that.
Yeah,
Make it easy.
decorated the way they want to decorate it.
Don't forget, December the 4th, at the Indian Hills Country Club, Community Coffee is going to be there providing coffee for our annual Breakfast with Santa to help benefit the Cerebral Palsy Clinic.
Yeah, you looked over my shoulder.
didn't,
Yeah,
but-
you saw Santa breakfast written down.
At the Indian Hills Country Club.
But we have some pictures, though, that we need to show. I attended a meeting yesterday at the Opelousas area Cerebral Palsy Clinic. And of course, when I walked in, the first three people that I saw was on the right, of course, is our physical therapist, Miss Susan Thompson, who's been with the clinic 20+ years. And of course, it's showing the love of assisting these special children of ours. And because it's not the big pay and not the big retirement and all of that, it's the love of helping. And it shows the parents are so happy that they found and learned about the Opelousas area cerebral palsy. This is a perfect example that you're looking on the screen right now. It's on the right, as I said, is Susan, and then the mother is Nadine Arnault, and the young patient, the beautiful little girl with the glasses, is Ava Claire, and they hail from the Cancton, Louisiana area, and of course Nadine has a full-time job, but she's very fortunate. Her company, Subway, works very closely with assisting her, allowing her to be able to
Get some time out.
to go to the various classes, we'll call them classes, that young Ava Claire has to attend. And also who had called, the meeting was called because of the young lady that started and owns the Community Chronicle newspaper. And you're looking at Stacy Judice on the right speaking with Ava Claire. And just a beautiful morning I had. And I guess I don't go over there often enough, because it's so rewarding to hear the stories of these parents, how Nadine is so happy that she learned about this clinic that doesn't charge a nickel. It has nothing to do with money. You don't have to have insurance. If you have insurance, they're not going to bill the insurance company. It's not going to hurt your ranking with your health insurance company. All of these are free. And then it goes back to the breakfast. Every dollar raised at the breakfast, that I'm the Santa Claus and you the helper, getting all the letters out, invitations of people that have asked to be on our mailing list. If you'd like to be on the mailing list, please let us know. You can call us at, call me at 945-4010, and of course you can call Andrew at 351-0732.
And a nice way to get on the list is send me your address. The way you can send me your address easy, you see where it says Breakfast with Santa, P.O. Box 70, Opelousas, Louisiana 70571. Just write a nice little check, and I'll have your address off your check, and I'll put you on the mailing list. That's a nice way to do it. Send me a $10 check, a $25 check. Maybe you got a $100 check or a little bonus that you got that you want to share a little bit to help these kids. We'd love your help.
Stacy, very nice meeting you. She's a local person, lives right in the Karen Crow area, if I'm not mistaken. And here's another young patient of Susan's, and this young man with a beautiful hat. He wears a different hat practically every treatment he comes in for. And his name is James. And his mama, who I met on the outside, is Angela Lonclaw. Angela hails from Orneville. So you can see these
All
services
throughout the parish.
throughout the parish, Lafayette Parish, the north side of Lafayette, they've heard about this. Evangeline Parish, of course, is part of the clinic. I mean, they quite a number of their kids come to our clinic here. This is the front of the clinic. They've done a nice job of maintaining it. And Valero, when Valero was the company, they really...
They'd send little work crews in
Work
to kind of
crew,
help.
that was kind of like part of your community service, was coming to the clinic and painting and doing carpentry work, cutting the grasses real good, planting flowers, whatever needed to be done, they got it done. I'm not sure about Alon, the company that owns it now, what's their involvement, but hopefully they'll get the message. If they're not, we need their help.
How about some sponsors? JB Sandals. If you're looking for something to maintain your old building, JB Sandals can help you with your house, with your business. They've got everything from pipes to pipe fittings. They've got home decorating. They've got pots and pans and coffee pots. Man, I saw Mr. David Link over the OPAC. His old coffee pot finally gave up. He got him a heavier duty coffee pot that can
Now you talk about hot coffee.
Makes hot coffee too.
Hot coffee.
That's right.
It's turned up a few degrees.
You can get from that big old 55 cup pot down to your little bitty percolator. You can get even old-timey drip pots there at JB Sandals.
You can get somebody to sew you some little sacks.
So you can dip
put
that
your
in
coffee in there, and then you
drip
drip it over. Nick Fakuri, with all the things that Nick owned, he still dripped his coffee, hand dripped his
He'd hand drip
coffee.
it himself. He'd make Carolyn do it.
Well, no, I'd say he did it most of the time.
Very
Now,
good.
Carolyn did everything else around the house, including folding all of his underwear, his
Everything had
T-shirts,
to be just right.
and put them each one in a little Ziploc bag, and then loading up his
pack it, 'cause-
motorcycle for our trips
Oh, yeah.
we'd take. You said that once before, but that's a good little story.
JB Sandals, all your home and hardware needs. And one more sponsor. Let's go with Targill Seasoning and Supplies. Targill can help you if you need butcher supplies, cutlery, kitchen supplies. They've got seasonings. If you're looking just to buy some bulk seasoning, if you're a restaurant, a caterer, a guy around the house, an outdoor kitchen guy, a guy that goes to the camp, all that kind of stuff. They've got their own seasoning blends. They'll blend to your specifications. They'll package it if you want to do your own marketing and all. They'll put it in special canisters for you with your artwork, or come up with artwork for you, or your photographs you want to put on it. Maybe you want to use it for a family reunion, for business, to promote your business, all that type of stuff. Targill, go to targill.com.
Reality TV lures alligator hunters to Louisiana. How about that?
I believe that.
So, you know, these kind of shows, we take it kind of like for granted that this is just something that occurs. But to the rest of the world, that's another form of hunting, and hunting is popular. And this is hunting. Alligator hunting is the month of September in Louisiana. I'm not sure about other states that might have some alligators that have enough of them to hunt them. But the Troy Landry family has really put alligator hunting on the map. And of course, duck season will soon be starting in Duck Dynasty. We talked about them, I think, last week. That family, the Robertsons, over in Monroe, West Monroe, Louisiana, they have really done a bang-up job, and I think people like that little closing of their program.
With the prayer?
Where they sit around and close it with a
You
prayer.
must have learned that from Bobby Dupree.
Well, I've been doing it now. This is my 38th year.
38.
Closing you with a prayer. You're right.
Don't forget the Southern Club. The Save the Southern Club meeting is Thursday, September 19th at Toby's Little Lodge at 6:30 p.m. Come by, bring any memorabilia you got about the Southern Club, and maybe we can get some things to go with a grant or something like that.
The second annual yearling sale over at the Equine Sales Company, located on Gilboa exit off of I-49, and of course 182, Highway 182 exit, Well, it's the second year, but they broke the first year's record. They sold for $2.2 million worth of thoroughbred horses last Wednesday. And as soon as I left here, I went over there and stayed about an hour, I guess, and saw the action. The quality of the horses were much better than the previous year.
There was one that sold 6 figures. Is that, did I understand that right?
$140,000, $142,000.
That's
maybe.
a lot of money for a baby.
I wasn't there when that took place, but that created some excitement in that building. But we want to thank Mr. Harold Foreman and his wife Cindy, because she's there all the time by his side working also, and all of his staff and investors. It says how many investors. It's quite a number of people that believed in his program, and they invested in the program. And of course, they also, most of them, I'm sure, are horse people. So they are selling some of the horses that they personally have raised and bred. So
and they've attracted the pinhookers.
Yep, and that's
what you want in this business.
They're the people that come.
That's the middleman.
That's the middleman, and they own that little cell phone, and they're not talking to a girlfriend or a boyfriend or nothing like that. They're talking to a client at the other end, and they're keeping track. And of course, if I'm not mistaken, they can also get it live on the computer.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I'm almost positive they did it the first year. Probably, quite sure they do it. But anyhow, it just goes to show you what an idea. People said, who's going to come to this? You know, well, we've been having sales here, but nothing like this. But I think this is just the beginning of the beginning. I think this is just going to grow each year, and it brings in a lot of people. I know the hotel, Evangeline Downs Hotel, packed up.
All you saw was pickup trucks.
Yep.
So you know it's the horsemen that were there.
So I want to thank all the investors and the Harold Foreman family and all of the staff. And he brought in a world-renowned auctioneer for this, Mr. Birdwell, I think is his name, Bridwell. And he was with Fassick Tipton, which is the largest horse auction company in the world. And so
he's doing it first class.
Big things happening around Opelousas. Don't let anybody tell you that good things are not happening here. They are happening, and who's making it happen? Local people. People from out of town that saw something big over here. Harold Foreman comes from the New Orleans, Covington, Mandeville area. He was a successful architect builder and took his money from over there and came and invested it over here. Copper Crown, $10, $12 million investment. I understand that was he and his wife's family money. So that's believing in something in a big way. I guess that's his life savings. I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's got more than that. I don't know. I hope he does.
How about the Opelousas Spice Music Festival is coming up October 4th and 5th, and one of the headliners will be country music icon Joe Diffie. If you want more info about the festival, it's going to be over at South City Park. $7 for adults, $3 for kids. Call the Tourist Commission at 800-424-5442. And don't forget, also in October, we got the St. Hubert Squirrel Cook-Off on October 19th at Willie's Campground in Washington. It's the 14th annual. They're going to help out Karen Ardoin-Prudhomme, who's battling cancer. Could use some help. She's a mother, a grandmother, was a hairdresser for years. So if you can help out, give them a call, 948-4362.
Don't forget the Bro Bridge citywide garage sale. Now we can start talking about it October 5th and 6th. And that's held at downtown Veterans Park. And of course, Ms. Courtney Raymond, the general manager, Buck and John, has passed this on to us, and we'll keep bringing it to you. But remember that if you enjoy garage sales, it's a big one.
1 minute break. We'll see you on the other side of one.